Hey tubers, welcome back for another adventure. So we took the mountain up and we updated the CDI and we broke 2 starter chains. Notice I'm saying starter and not timing. Starter chains, broke them both. Broke the old one. I figured, well, maybe the chain was old and, you know, such is life. But I broke the new one right off. Anyway, we went back to the OEM CDI unit and I'm going to put on the GoPro. We're going to take this thing out for a little bit of a romp. We'll see how it does running the OEM equipment. And with both my hands free, I'm able to wind it up and drive it a little harder. Enjoy. Okay, tubers, time for a ride. Let's see how this thing does. I don't know if you guys like the GoPro stuff or dislike it, what you think. When I checked it, the sound quality was pretty good. Just want to make sure I don't have this thing aimed at the ground. Now we got a whole load of wind and rain. So boy, these brakes aren't very good. It's mostly the engine slowing me down. You know what? It's not bad. Yeah, I think you guys could see the water there. Let's try to stay out of that. Wow, there's a lot of water. You guys can probably see it splashing up. In fact, it probably covered up the lens. Better? You know, for a single speed, it's not bad. I mean, she cooks along pretty good. Not much power hauling my heavy carcass around. Yeah, we lost a tree. That was a while ago over the summer. It was, I think, a quick ride. I'm going to stay off the lower trail because I know it's going to be flooded. But let's do the upper. We should have no problem doing that. You know, when you have a channel and you work on this stuff, like I feel myself trying to reach for first gear here. We have no first gear. You try to switch things up a little bit. First of all, so that obviously my viewers stay entertained, but also to make it a little more interesting for myself. So I dug out the GoPro in the hopes of doing that. Yeah, I keep wanting to reach down for first gear. I don't have first gear. This seems to be in permanent second. So hopefully the GoPro will do that. I also have a dash cam that I think it'd be kind of cool to put on these things. If I race Musty 1 now, I'll have to aim it backwards. Right? That way there's something to see. I like to come back here and just do a quick look around, see what's fallen down, make sure that nothing strange has gone on since the last time I've been back here. It also gives me a good reason to try reverse. Whoa. Once again, so much for those brakes. Yeah, there we are. I don't know if you guys can hear me above the wind noise. The wind really is hooting today. I haven't had you guys back here. You guys get to see a new area of the horde. This is kind of my back property line. I don't know what got me through. There we are. Yeah, riding this thing, I'm a bit top heavy. So unless I do that thing with the CDI unit, that performance CDI unit, put it on a switch so that I can kind of high and low it, right? I think this thing is going to be done for the time being. I'm glad I changed the timing chain because that was needed. I'm glad this thing is running properly. The only horrible thing about these Chinese all-terrain vehicles, they are fun to ride, right? I'm glad that I got this. If you guys remember the original story, this was a $50 junkyard wonder. And I kind of stopped working on it because the front shocks were seized up. The front end was seized up. So I kind of oiled everything down in here and put it away. So she sat for a while, and when I took it out, you know, I was watching Musty One wheel about on a, I think it was a 90cc 2-cycle, and he seemed to be having so much fun that I said, you know, I got to get this rig out and see what it could do for me. So I took it out, and I obviously checked the suspension. I kind of have a little routine I go through whenever I pull a fresh one out, whether I bring it in for the first time or I'm dragging it out of storage. And suddenly the suspension was alive. Things were moving again. So I oiled up everything again and put my mind to it. Then I decided to ask Musty One for a race, and obviously that 2-cycle, if it's 90cc, that's the equivalent of 180 cc's of 4-stroke, right? Almost 200 cc's of 4-stroke. So with that, I said, well, if I, you know, put this high performance ignition system, that'll get rid of my governor, right, my rev limiter, and it'll kick my timing forward, and that'll make it so maybe I'm competitive. So I did that, and unfortunately what it got me was broken starter chains. It's starter chains, not timing chains, though it looks like the same thing. So here we are back to stock and OEM, and once again, I'd love to race Musty One, but I don't know if he's coming my way anytime soon, and if he does come my way, if he's going to have the time to drop by and the space to throw it in the back of his truck to make a trip. Anyway, I hope you guys all enjoyed this project, including the GoPro rides. Please remember to keep your feet down, your heads up, and get out and enjoy each and every day. Bye now.